The following is a presentation of TRB Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the time has arrived. Boom, boom. It's time for some Tecmo Rando Bowl Season 2. It's going to be some good shit. White Reggie White is your favorite there, Kit. All right, yeah, all right. You know what? I can buy that. There's a lot of people that were wearing the wrong skin color, and then the right wrong skin color technically. Holy shit, boys. Gift sub, thank you very much, Oog. Joining me in tonight's booth, Ferran Burgundy. Ferran, are you excited for the awesomeness that is Tecmo Rando Bowl?
I am. I was totally expecting you to introduce, just based on how you were starting with, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Ryself and Ferran Burgundy present. Or, yeah, let's go, yeah. Your Tecmo Rando Bowl commentating champions of the world.
Damn it. You're doing so
That's
good.
Cut out. God damn it.
We're off to a ripper of a start here, boys. Before we get to Season 2, we got a little bit of homework to do. A little bit of house cleaning. I'm going to lean on Ferran to do some of that poll stuff. Or actually, you know what? The only real poll one I'm gonna hit you with will be the rules once we get to the rules for Season 2. Because you guys are the ownership of the league. And you can vote on any potential rule changes from the set we used last year, keeping in mind we need 75% in favor of changing a rule. So we'll talk about that in a minute. But first, we have to solve a few dilemmas, guys. We got to pick the Defensive Player of the Year for Season 1, the Offensive Player of the Year for Season 1, and the MVP. So, we're going to be doing that. And I've leaned on our good friend, Oog37, to pick me 3 candidates. We're going to look at all 3, and you can just say in chat who you think should get it and why, or just why you just say, I just want them to win. I don't know. You can be biased. I really don't care. It's not official. This isn't real life. What do you think, Ferran? You excited to pick those 3 out and then get underway here?
Yes and yes.
Yes and yes. All right, I like it. You're really tallying it up. All right, let's start with the defense. Wait, why is that not working? Already, we're off to a good start. There we go. All right, Defensive Player of the Year. The 3 candidates are Donnell Wolford of Chicago. Let's start with Donnell. So let's see. He'd be over here. Where's Mr. Wolford? There he is.
Hey, yo.
Playing from the secondary. 13 interceptions, an NFL record for a single season. 5 sacks. They don't give you the tackle tally, unfortunately, in this game. They do in later Tecmo Super Bowl games, but not this one. So that's his candidacy. Pretty good. Pretty good. 13 picks, I guess. Averaging what? 0.75 a game, roughly? That's pretty good. 13 picks. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. What do you think, Ferran? That's a nice season?
That's very impressive.
Yeah, it's a nice little season.
Plus, I loved mentioning Scott Hall Wolford on a few occasions in the fastest 3 minutes.
Absolutely. Next, we've got, of course, shocker of all shockers, Mike Golick-Knotts coming in at you. He didn't get any picks. Really disappointing. He's a nose tackle. Not surprising at all. He had 67 sacks. He also got, I think, 3 in the Super Bowl. He had himself a year. A pretty goddamn good year. Oh, that's triple the record, King Cool. I believe the record is 22, but it's going to get broken soon. So, yeah, the record is held by, who got 22? Someone got 22 in a recent season. And Michael Strahan got 21, plus that time that Favre, for his buddy, just laid out on the field near him and said, touch me while I'm down. Yeah, you got the sack record. Because that totally happened. It did. Look it up. Anyway, there's Mike Golick-Knotts. And our last choice is going to be coming to you from where are they? There they are. The Detroit Lions. You might say, really? 9-7? They have a defensive candidate? They sure do. It's Keith Tud Ferguson who had a very impressive 48 sacks, second in the league. So there's a TJ Watt. Thank you. Everyone was at the Olive Garden. That's true. So those are your three candidates, guys. We have Keith Turd Ferguson, Golic Knotts, Donnell Wolford. I mean, all due respect to Mr. Ferguson here and his funny hat. I don't think he's winning this round of Celebrity Jeopardy. He just does not have the stats. We've got, let's see, you guys vote. What do you want? Burgundy, what do you think? What would your vote be? Without being biased at all, I'm sure.
I mean, as impressive as 13 interceptions are, along with those 5 sacks, I mean, 67 sacks. The most sacks in an NFL regular season in real life is 22 and a half, I believe it is.
Something like that, yeah.
And that was tied, that's Michael Strahan, and it was recently tied by J.J. Watt.
Yeah, that's who got it. I knew someone tied it. Couldn't remember who. Or was it TJ Watt?
Wait, what did I say? Did I say JJ? I meant TJ.
Okay, yeah, it is TJ. I was going to say, I didn't think JJ got
Damn
quite
it, they're
that
brothers. Although JJ did record 20 and a half sacks twice.
Yeah,
putting him up there.
That's pretty good. It's pretty good. All right, guys, as much as I love 13 picks, 5 sacks, Chicago was hot flaming donkey do, and Philly's defense just blew them up with that nose tackle. I think we do have to give it to Golic. I don't think there's another choice. I'm not seeing much dissension in the chat here. So Mike Golic is going to be your defensive player of the year. So there you go. So Golic gets first place. Next up, offense, we have from the New York Giants, Otis Anderson, who had 1764 on the ground, averaging almost 10 a carry, and he had 4 receptions for 187 yards. And, this is pretty good. Sent him a card. Good, Kinkle. Good. It's an okay season, I guess if you like running the ball, or the Giants. But either way, that's for that. And then our other 2 candidates are coming from the same team. From the Buffalo Bills, we have Jim Kelly, QB Bills. He completed, look at that. Completing nearly 2/3 of his passes, a rating of 254. He threw 48 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, threw for 3,332 yards. That's pretty damn good. Half his completions are TDs. That's pretty wild. He might have been throwing the ball long to the other candidate, but yeah, there you go. There's our buddy Jim Kelly, and of course, the man who most benefited from that. You can't see him. He's John Cena-ing over here. James Kenny Lofton, 47 receptions, 2,230 yards, averaging almost 48 a catch, and 34 tutties. You know where the Bills made their hay on their 11-5 record. So there you go. Your options are Otis Anderson, James Kenny Lofton, and he had 2/3 of their receiving yards. Yeah, they may have leaned on him a little. And usually you say the quarterback makes the receiver. I'm the other way around. He made Jim Kelly last season. What do you think there, Burgundy?
Ooh. Now this is for offensive player as opposed to MVP, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Part of me wants to be a contrarian and give the offensive player to Kelly just so the non-quarterback can get MVP. But that's just me being an asshole. It's more than likely going to go the other way around. Lofton.
It's close. It's close. Right now, it's something like.
I know. It's a pick 'em.
What an asshole!
Who, me? Absolutely. Burgundy? Nah, kind of. But they both dropped a-hole too. Jesus Christ, boys. It's a little rude. It's a little rude, guys. This is
they know me well.
No, that's fair. 4-2 for Lofton. Thank you, Pigfish. As always, just bringing up the standards of this place. Oh my God. Well, no one else wants to say it.
San Diego.
Oh my god. It means whale's vagina, doesn't it? All right. We are going to say I think it's going to be a tight one, but it's going to go to Lofton. Jesus Christ. So for MVP then, we are going to have Lofton and Golick in there. Okay. You know, offensive defensive player, they get in. Our third candidate for MVP. And this one's, I feel, a bit off the board without having looked ahead of time. Going to the Denver Broncos. Coming in with a well-rounded year. He's injured. He got hurt in the Super Bowl. He had 44 rushes for almost 200 yards and 4 touchdowns. 31 receptions, and he broke 1,000 yards, averaging 32 a catch, 12 touchdowns. Kick returns, almost 500 yards. They didn't get a lot of kickoffs because their defense, as we saw in the Super Bowl, Burgundy, was pretty good. Not a lot of kickoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah. He did get injured a few times. That held him down a little, not going to lie. But 2 touchdowns on kick returns. Punt returns, 17.6 average, easily, I'm sure, top 5 without even looking. And on the Super Bowl winning team. But this is a regular season award. You got to keep that in mind. Regular season award here. Yeah, they could have been even higher. So that's his stats. You got Golick with his 67 sacks. And you've got Lofton with all those insane reception numbers. Who do you want to see as MVP here, everybody? Lay it on us. Who do you want? What do you got? Who are you seeing? Burgundy, how about you?
You know, in the back of my head, this one should be a...
Okay, make this one a poll then. I'm okay
All right.
with that. That way people can just click a button instead of like type like, it is MVP. I'll send the ballots out here. Do a ranked choice and...
duration, how long do you want me to go for it? 2 minutes? 3
sure.
minutes?
2 minutes. Let's go 2 minutes.
Yeah.
2 minutes. 2 minutes of playtime.
Yeah.
I mean vote time, but still. But still.
So we have Vance Johnson, we have...
Mike Golick.
3 minutes of playtime.
And James Lofton. Those are your 3 options.
Oh, there were 3. Kelly's not in this?
No. Nope. Only 3. You get 3.
In a van
Okay.
down by the river.
Because I looked at it and figured, I'll just put whoever wins defensive and offensive in with Vance. Because honestly, the 2 that he gave me are the ones that won offensive and defensive, showing he knows you some bitches. So Lofton and Golick. Where's Mr. Golick? There he is. He was in excellent condition too and had a decent Super Bowl, but was not as otherworldly. You know, that raises an interesting question. I'm wondering, how good was the Denver center? Who is the Denver center? It's probably going to be like Waddell, I would guess. No, he's not very good. That's the right guard. Where's the center? Left guard. Center. That's the guy that managed to keep Golick. He managed to keep somewhat in check. Like, he did get blown through a few times. Yes, they are randomized king cool. For example, that's why people have blank faces and like, yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. The what's his face on Pittsburgh actually is, black like he's supposed to be. Help me out here, Burgundy. Woodson.
Stop clock is rice twice a day.
Stop is rice. It's rice twice a day. Is that what you said? Oh, fucking white.
Is white twice a day? No, I don't know. What do you mean I'm canceled?
Aren't we all canceled here? And pretty soon we'll be eliminating that little trophy up in the corner and moving it to Denver. It's got to stop over in the Philly airport just to show them what a championship trophy looks like. And then it'll make its way to Denver.
Fuck you.
Man, you jacked that one pretty good.
I did. Complete and total jackamusing on that.
Oh, God. Let's go, Brutes. And you know the rest.
The parking lot.
Wasn't the parking lot.
Or not parking lot, the golf course or whatever it was. Oh, we have a tie.
Ball is in.
Oh.
Parking lot.
Okay. So what's the third place score? Do we get any for third.
Vance got 2.
Okay.
Lofton and Golick each got 4.
So, yeah, okay. Co-MVPs. I'm cool with it.
MVPs.
Co-MVPs, guys. Cool with it. You know, that I don't live in America. Ties are acceptable. So we're good with that. So the last thing we need to do here is co-MVPs. Yeah, it does have precedence. You're correct. All right, can you guys see that? No, wait. Why is it not? What? Why is it shrunk? What the? Oh, wait. Yeah, you can see that, right? Is it working?
Yep, there we go.
Okay. So this is the randomizer at, I think it's TSB Rando. Yeah. So here are the settings. Some settings are non-negotiable. Obviously, we're going to randomize the player stats. That's happening. Do we want to randomize playbooks? I'll just do, most is I'm going to do voice, in chat votes here. Randomize the playbook. Just yes or no. Do you guys want to have playbooks?
We're not gonna pull this one.
Some we might, but this one I think is pretty easy just to go with. So Rando the playbook. Rando music per play. No. Oh God. That could be horrifying to listen to.
I'm not a fan of randomized music in randos, period.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Like, it's weird hearing, like, in the overworld, the Dragon Lord fight theme, or,
Yeah, but we'll get to
walking through town and hearing, yeah, that whole thing. Just to use Dragon Warrior as an example.
The randomize the playbooks, all right? Just to make it 100% clear for you. This is like how you get something like the Giants' broken-ass playbook. If they had had a real playbook, they might have actually had a chance to make a little bit of noise in the playoffs instead of getting, stomped by the Lions. Ugh. But that said, it does set up for hilarity. So I'm kind of cool with it. All right.
Yeah, it's kind of a double-edged sword, and I'm sure you would have no problem with it if in season 2 it rolls that way for the Eagles, where they have 17 flea flickers to nobody.
So do we want to allow plays in the wrong slot, which I believe potentially could set up a team to have very little run or very little pass? I think. Oog was talking about that. It hasn't been updated since it was first made, but McGrew is messing around in the background. So by season 3, I expect we will have an updated randomizer. Yeah, so I believe this could create an unbalanced passing or running attack for a team. Oog can correct me on that. I've never played with that option. Any thoughts to that? If Oog pipes in, he can give us a little more confirmation on that. We got a nay from Haiti. Allows plays, so it could be an unbalanced attack then. Potentially could make the game more funny. We're voting on allow plays in the wrong slot. You could have pass and running and passing, and potentially you could just have a team with 8 passing plays or 8 running plays, which could be kind of brokenly awful for that team or brokenly amazing. Because if it's running, it's all running, they're going to die. But if it's all passing...
Yes!
Now that said...
Yes! Yes!
The Lions would have benefited massively from an 8-run playbook last year. They were all speed and couldn't pass. If your quarterback's broken, oh God. I feel it would completely cripple everything for a team if they get fucked over. Yeah. Allow plays in the wrong slot. All right. Let's see here. Do they randomize simmed ratings as the teams aren't preordained to win or lose despite wildly lopsided player? We watch every game, Ganba. The preset this team has, I think it's a 1 to 15 rating, and when you sim the game, it uses that rating. We watch the games, so it's all about player on player, play to play.
Yeah, there's no simulation. There's what we saw is what we got. We watched all, however the hell many games it was.
Well, it's a lot, and yeah, we're gonna be doing that. So it looks like we're gonna not go with allow plays in wrong slot. We're not gonna do with randomized music. Disable playbook editing. No, we're gonna leave that because if certain teams start 0-4, they can go change a player or a play just to make their thing better. Coaching changes, Fix the returner speed bug. Now, this one we didn't use last year. I believe if this is on, the speed of the returner is going to be based on the actual player and not the bug that bases it off of. I think it's the right tackle for kick returns and like the strong safety for punt returns, I believe. I believe those are the correct ones. So do you want to fix that bug or not? Takes the speed back to the returner, yeah. So we did this before, which means pretty much if a team has a good return game in general, they're always going to have one. Fix the bug, fix the bug. Okay, well, everyone seems to want to fix it, so bingo. Split pass control and accuracy. Now, this is the stat. Remember we always say that stat doesn't matter? Like, I'll give you an example here. Let's see here. Just turn that off. Go over here. All right, let's pick like... Oh, we'll look at our runner-up here. So, the stat that doesn't matter is the accuracy of passing. As you can see, the 4 blue ones, 1, 2, and 4 work. Number 3 does not. And because of that, QB Bills was quite a bit better than he should have been if that stat had worked. Oh, Oog wants to chime in on VC for this. All right, sure, Oog, jump on in. Oh, okay. I mean, Oog says I got it. I remembered something, Burgundy. Holy shit.
Yay!
Yay. So, do we want to fix the accuracy of passing stat to be in the actual game? It was not put in last year. Do you want this in? Oog votes yes. Bring all the stats into play. All right. Large Father says yes. Yes, I want to see it.
Yes! Yes!
Oh, yes is all over the board. Make it work.
There's Jack.
Love it. All right. Wait, 1 second. 1 second. To make this official, let's make sure you can see it. Boom. So, improve CPU passing AI. We put this in last year. This sometimes allows the quarterback to throw the ball to someone who's not in the actual pass play. Like, like the flea flicker, for example. They'd run back and pitch it to the quarterback. They should not be able to throw it back to the guy that pitched. But with this on, they can. It also theoretically makes them throw to the open guy more often. We did see that mostly. So, do we want to stick with this one on, or do we want to turn that off and turn the quarterbacks into big dumb meatheads, basically, and remove some stuff? Keep it if we just made passing harder? Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. All right. So yeah, I have to agree. I did enjoy. I love when they'd pitch it for the flea flicker, and the quarterback from like 2 yards away would full pitch the ball right back in the face. It made me laugh every fucking time. All right. No safety on kickoffs. This is if you get tackled in the end zone on a kickoff, you can't get the 2 points. I'm a hard no on this. I love kickoff safeties. It's one of like the best things. However, I will allow you guys to take that out if you want to remove that. Safeties on kickoff or death. Safeties are the best. We get goal horns, which is great. Stop the clock during kickoffs or stop the clock during punts. That'll stop the clock from moving. It'll extend games. For example.
No.
For example.
No.
For example, in the Super Bowl, the Eagles would have got one shot to tie it if they had not had all the time go off the clock when they punted it through the end zone. Remember that, Burgundy? Remember when the Eagles lost the Super Bowl and the Broncos punted the ball and it ran all the time? Remember that? Do you remember? Do you remember that? Do you remember, Burgundy? Burgundy?
I do.
Burgundy?
Shut up, Bryce.
Once I roll the new year, once I roll that,
I'd like to apologize for that. He didn't know his microphone was on.
once I roll the new year here, I'm going to.
I don't apologize for a damn thing. I absolutely knew my microphone was on.
Apologize for that. He didn't know his microphone was on.
I'm going to throw on the greatest game from last year.
I'd like to apologize for that. He didn't know his microphone was on. He didn't know his microphone was on. He didn't know his microphone was on.
It'll give me time to get the ROM set up the rest of the way. I'll roll it, get it
I'd like to apologize for that. He didn't know his microphone was on.
I love how Bowens' whole gesture is just up and to the right of the football in the
Oh, is it?
Lombardi trophy.
That's awesome. All right.
At least that's what I'm calling it, the
So
Lombardi trophy.
nice.
Because you put this shit together.
Yeah. Well, we're
You deserve to have it in your name there.
we are by far easily, as I said, co-creators on this stupidity at this point.
You were the originator, though. I will give you, as Desi Arnaz said right before he died, and Lucille Ball was getting some Lifetime Achievement Award. As far as I Love Lucy goes, like you deserve 90% of the credit, and the other 10% can be divided amongst the rest of us who involved ourselves in various ways.
That's
That's what I'm saying. You are to this what Lucy was to I Love Lucy. That's the take-home message.
Yeah, but it really is the ensemble that pulls this together, regardless of any creative driving force. And honestly, chat adds just as much. So everyone deserves a round of applause. Clap yourself on the back real good. All right, guys. My new book, I Loathe Lucy. Jesus, Litters. I don't think we're going to mess with the clock. We're not going to change the quarter length. I think it's fine where it is. So to that, Burgundy, I am going to throw on the greatest game. I'm going to roll this thing, but here you go. I'm just going to quickly hit the old hut. Oh, I got to choose a ROM file? What the fuck? I'll do that. I thought I'd already chosen it. I don't know why I didn't save it.
Now, before you do that, you were saying once we go to season 2, you won't be able to what anymore? Give me shit about the Super Bowl and the
Correct.
Eagles losing? Is that what you were going with?
That's where I was, and we'll see how long I actually hold to that. Shut up, Bryself. All right.
3 minutes later.
Exactly. All right, guys. I'm going to throw it over to the greatest game. Give me a few minutes here, and we will enjoy that. And yes, there's still one more greatest game from last year I need to get out, which is the Bay of Pigs, the 3-2 game. I actually am planning on looking at it this week and trying to get it ready for next weekend. I just got to see if I can get Fury involved for the narration parts I need him for. I already got Burgundy stuff. I've had that for months. I'm just lazy.
Oh, I thought there was more that you needed from me. Okay.
No, not from you. I'm going to use Fury for the urinating tree level of ranting and raving like a lunatic. Anyway.
Oh boy, I'm intrigued already.
I just have to sit down and write a general outline of what I want anyway. Enough blither blather. Let's enjoy the greatest game. I'll see you guys on the other side. It's not time for that at all. Where is it? Where's the greatest game? Is it not here anymore? No greatest game. How dare you? Panicking. I'm panicking. Panicking, Burgundy. Help me. What can I replace?
The Autumn Wind is a pirate.
Whatever.
You didn't want me to just do it live? We'll do it live. Fuck it.
I didn't really plan this out.
Oh
okay?
my god.
Oh my god. Yeah, I know. Where is it? It's here. Probably down here.
Wow, we're done. We may as well just. We're done. Wow, we're done.
Oh.
You guys can hear that. I'm going to have to fix it on my end so I can hear it. And then I will get to work on doing things. Give me a moment. There we go. See you guys on the other side. That ought to satisfy those SOBs.
Early fall, when the days and the season begin to grow shorter. Fall, when lemonade and iced tea are replaced by apple cider and pumpkin spiced everything. Fall, when pools and beaches close and Oktoberfest beer flows. Fall, when the leaves change as do the fortunes of teams looking to the playoffs. The Colts, 2-0, look to stay on top of their game and division, galloping towards glory. The Raiders, looking to keep in the tight AFC race and their first win. Fall, also known as autumn. The autumn wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea. With a rollicking song he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously. His face is weather-beaten. He wears a hooded sash, with a silver hat about his head and a bristling black mustache. He growls as he storms the country, a villain big and bold, and the trees all shake and quiver and quake as he robs them of their gold. The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won.
Missing the field goal? What the hell is that?
The autumn wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea. With a rollicking song, he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously. His face is weather-beaten. He wears a hooded sash, with a silver hat about his head and a bristling black mustache.
And now you're pushing it wide. Why? Why are you doing that? What are you doing?
He growls as he storms the country, a villain big and bold. And the trees all shake and quiver and quake as he robs them of their gold.
Another doink. Another doink. Another doink?
The autumn wind is a raider. They were pillaged just for fun. They got knocked round and upside down, and the Colts laughed when they conquered and won.
Wait, hold on. I always believe, guys, you can do this. It's finally going the right way. We have this. I can't do this. I can't take this anymore. What the f***? This team is all part of a multi-headed jackass. This is the feces when shame eats too much stupidity. This game makes me envy the deaf and the blind. At least if I was with them, I wouldn't have to know about this.
Truly, this was the greatest game.